let's now turn our attention to Canberra. It's not going to be an easy year without the man Whiten, but they're always buoyed by one of the best home ground advantages in the comp. We can't forget the Viking clap, the passion of that home ground as well too. It was a good result by Ricky's men to make the top 8. They almost toppled the Knights in Newcastle to progress, and guess what? They'll go back to Newcastle in round 1 for a rematch in one of the most thrilling finals encounters that we saw last year. Looking at this Viking clap right now, what's it like? I know you've probably seen it more as a commentator on the sidelines down there now. It's a pretty big home crowd to jump in front of as a player.
Yeah, it adds to the occasion, adds to the atmosphere, and Canberra, especially in the winter, this just goes to show how much I've changed since coming here. I'm complaining about
softened.
Not even below 0 temperatures in Canberra, but no, it certainly adds to the occasion. And look, Canberra and Ricky Stewart, he did a wonderful job last year. Mm-hmm. Such a wonderful job with the Raiders, and he knows they're not particularly well fancied or well liked, and he gets the players down there to respond into that. The man on the screen here, Corey Horsburgh, what a player, what an inspiration. He's a firecracker for sure. But look, they lose their skipper, Jared Croker, which is unfortunate. Here's another guy on screen right now, is an absolute excitement machine.
You're right. And what do the numbers say, Paulie?
Yeah, last year, obviously Raiders making the 8. And we know they've got a good home record, but 6 and 5, probably not as high as Ricky would hope. They want it to be a fortress down there. They were 8 and 3 only in 2022. So can they get that back? Away games are often a problem for them. They've got a few favours this year. They have to go up for Magic Round. They've actually won their last 3, and they play the Dogs. So can they make it 4 up in Magic Round? They then play the Dogs again later in the year at Belmore. They've beaten them the last 2 times they've played there. And then they've got Melbourne in Melbourne. Ricky's not afraid of that. 5 out of the last 6 in Melbourne, they've beaten the Storm. So can they get these wins that they'll probably look on the calendar and say, we can do this, and that'll be enough to at least make the 8 again and maybe even higher?
You missed my favourite stat for all away teams, 6 home games during winter. I know they keep those away sheds nice and chilly.
Nothing wrong with that. Sorry guys, the thermostat just broke. We can't do anything about it.
Cold showers.